Y'all stop everything, because what we just uncovered is wild, messy, and downright disrespectful, so much so that even reality TV couldn't conjure this up. Kirk Frost just got put on notice, but not in a let's talk this out like grown men way. Oh no, we're talking full-blown threats, messy secrets, and a scandal that's about to shake the entire love and hip-hop universe to its core. So why is Kendra Robinson, yes, young Jock's wife, suddenly in the middle of this disaster? And why does Kirk look more nervous than a man who forgot his wife's birthday? When I say the secret affair has just been exposed, I mean it blew up like a reality TV reunion fight. The tea is piping hot, the drama is intense, and the fallout? Well, let's just say Mez is not playing around, and Kirk might want to start booking a vacation far away before things get even messier. Is this the end for Kirk and Rashida? Is young Jock about to lose it? And why is Mez ready to risk it all? What in the reality TV soap opera is going on here? Just when we thought we'd seen it all, Kirk Frost manages to slither his way out of every scandal possible. Until boom, another bombshell drops. And this one is messier than we could have ever imagined. This time, it's not just about Kirk sneaking around or Rashida playing the loyal, forgiving wife. Nope, now we have Mez Harris stepping into the ring, and let's just say he's not here to play nice. Now, let me ask you this. What happens when you mix reality TV's most scandalous husband, a high-powered attorney, and a man who doesn't take disrespect lightly? That's right, a full-blown war, and Kirk might have just signed up for a battle he's not ready for. Kirk thought he was slick, thinking he could move in silence, but the streets always talk, and this time they're saying Kirk has been getting real close, too close, with none other than Kendra Robinson. Now pause. I know what y'all are thinking. Kendra, as in young Jock's wife? The same woman who went to war defending Jock's messy past, the one who claims she's all about business and keeping it professional? Yeah, that Kendra. We all know Kirk's history. Scandals, side babies, and business deals that don't always seem on the up and up. But what makes this situation different is that Kendra isn't just some random woman caught up in a love triangle. She's someone with power and influence, someone who built her career fixing legal problems, not causing them. So, the fact that her name is even being whispered in this kind of mess? Yeah, it's a big problem. According to an anonymous but well-connected source, Kirk and Kendra's situation started off strictly business. Kendra was reportedly helping Kirk with some legal issues, handling deals under the table, and making sure his business ventures weren't attracting too much heat. But somewhere along the line, things turned personal. Now, I'm not saying Kendra is out here creeping or stepping out on Jock, but the details we have, they're not looking good for her. Allegedly, there have been secret late-night meetings, hushed phone calls, and let's not even mention that one business trip Kirk took that Rashida conveniently wasn't invited to. And you know who definitely wasn't happy about this? Mez. Now, let's be real. Mez is not the type to get involved in other people's drama unless it involves Yandy, his money, or his name. He usually stays out of it, but this hit a nerve. You see, what y'all don't know is that Kendra was handling some legal matters for Mez on the low, making sure his business interests were kept nice and clean. But when he found out she was doing the same thing for Kirk, oh, he felt played. Sources say that Mez and Kirk actually had a sit-down not too long ago. And let's just say it didn't go well. Kirk, trying to play it cool, insisted everything between him and Kendra was strictly professional, but Mez wasn't buying it. Why? Because there were receipts. Someone, and we're not saying who just yet, leaked a voicemail where Kirk was talking real reckless to Kendra. And let's just say, if Rashida ever got her hands on that voicemail, Kirk would be out of the house faster than you can say Frosty. As soon as the voicemail started playing, Kirk's expression supposedly shifted through every color of guilt imaginable. This wasn't some harmless business conversation. It was Kirk sounding way too comfortable, revealing far too much, and clearly indicating that his relationship with Kendra was much more serious than a couple of legal meetings. That's when Jock lost it. I can't say for sure what he said next, but I know it made Kirk question every decision he had ever made. After years of skirting by without facing consequences, Kirk finally got called out in a way he couldn't talk his way out of. Here's where it gets even crazier. Just as all of this was unfolding, Rashida walked in. Yes, the very woman who had stood by Kirk through thick and thin, who had endured his humiliations time and again, entered the scene at his worst moment. The look on her face? If looks could kill, Kirk wouldn't have made it out of that room alive. Now, instead of defending Kirk or trying to defuse the situation, Rashida surprisingly sided with Jock. That's right, she stood there, letting Jock unleash his fury on Kirk without uttering a word in his defense. What does that mean? It means she was already aware. She had seen the proof, pieced everything together, and was just watching Kirk dig his own grave. But hold on, this is where it gets wilder. After Jock finished ripping into Kirk, Rashida did something no one expected. She walked right up to Kirk, looked him dead in the eye, and said something along the lines of, "You better fix this, or I will." The way Kirk froze in that moment made it clear he knew he was in serious trouble. So what did Rashida mean by fix this? We'll get into that later, but word on the street is she's not just angry, she's done. If Kirk thought managing mess and Jock was tough, he has no clue what's coming next. In the final part of this chaotic saga, we're talking divorce papers, legal threats, and the possibility of Kirk losing everything. Oh, you better believe this story is far from over. Let's clarify. Mies checked Kirk, Jock checked Kirk, and Rashida walked in, witnessing the entire mess without saying a word in his defense. Instead of causing a scene or breaking down as she has in the past, she simply gave Kirk a piercing look and issued her warning. That's not the reaction of an angry wife, that's a woman who has reached her breaking point. When someone like Rashida decides to remain silent, it's game over. While Kirk was out playing with fire, Rashida was quietly moving behind his back. What exactly was she doing? She was getting her finances in order, assembling her legal team, and preparing to end the circus once and for all. Allegedly, Rashida is gearing up to serve Kirk with divorce papers. Let's be honest, we've heard these claims before. People have been saying for years that Rashida should leave Kirk, that she deserves better, and that she should have walked away the moment he fathered a child with another woman. Yet she stayed. But this time, it feels different. According to close sources, she's done with the discussions, done with the arguments, and finally ready to walk away. And here's the kicker. She's not just leaving, she's taking everything with her. If you thought Kirk was stressed when Mez was pressing him or nervous when Jock confronted him, that's nothing compared to the sheer panic he's experiencing now. For the first time, Kirk is realizing that Rashida wasn't just his wife, she was his entire financial safety net. Her endorsement deals and reality TV income, all tied to her. Now she's allegedly preparing to take it all and leave him with nothing but his regrets. And it gets even worse. According to very close sources, Rashida isn't planning to walk away quietly. She's about to air all of Kirk's dirty laundry on national TV. That's right, Rashida is reportedly gearing up to expose everything in an exclusive interview. We don't know who she'll be speaking with yet, but if it's someone like Tamron Hall or DJ Vlad, Kirk might as well delete his social media accounts now, because when Rashida speaks, the entire world will be listening. But hold on, because this is where things get really crazy. Guess who allegedly got that voicemail? Rashida. Yes, Rashida, the same woman who has stood by Kirk through every scandal, embarrassment, and disrespectful move he's made over the years. She finally had enough. Word is, Rashida found out about Kirk and Kendra's secret dealings and didn't even bother confronting Kirk first. She went straight to Mez because she knew he wasn't going to play games about it. And when Mez got that voicemail, oh, it was on. Now, here's where it gets wild. Mez didn't just call Kirk up to check him over the phone. No. Mez pulled up. Allegedly, Kirk was at one of his lounges, minding his business, probably thinking everything was smooth. Then boom, Mez walks in, looking ready to throw hands. Witnesses say Mez wasted zero time. He went straight up to Kirk and pressed him like a fresh suit. And you know, Kirk started stammering, sweating, and probably looking around for security. But here's the best part. Mez didn't just check Kirk, he put out a real warning. Sources say Mez told Kirk straight up if he finds out Kirk was doing anything more than business with Kendra, it's going to be a problem. And let's be real, we all know what that means. But let's not forget the biggest wild card in this whole situation, young Jock. Because listen, it's one thing for Kirk to get caught up in another scandal. That's expected at this point. But the second Jock finds out his wife's name is even being mentioned in this mess, oh, it's over. We already know how Jock gets when he feels like someone is playing him. Things have taken a serious turn in the ongoing saga involving Kirk, Kendra, Rashida, and the ever-present drama surrounding them. It's becoming more complicated than ever. Allegedly, Kirk and Kendra managed to sneak in one last secret meeting after Mez checked him. Yes, you heard that right. After all the chaos, the threats, and Mez making it clear that this situation was unacceptable, Kirk still thought it was a good idea to meet up with Kendra. If that's not tempting fate, I don't know what is. And let's not overlook Rashida in all of this. If she was indeed the one who leaked that voicemail, Kirk might have a lot more to worry about than just Mez and Jock. At this point, he might want to start sleeping with one eye open. The way things are shaping up, Kirk has placed himself smack. In the middle of a storm, he's ill-equipped to handle. Trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. In part 2 of this unfolding drama, we'll dive deep into the details of that secret meeting, how Jock found out, and why Mez might be ready to escalate things far beyond mere warnings. Imagine this. Jock walks straight up to Kirk, closing the distance between them, and confronts him directly. "So, you're just out here meeting with my wife behind my back. Now?" Kirk, always skilled at playing the innocent card, responds with, "Man, it's not even like that, bro. It was just business. You know how it is." But Jock wasn't buying it. Not for a second. How many times have we heard Kirk claim it? Was just business right before the truth hits like a ton of bricks, revealing it was anything but innocent? Not wanting to hear another excuse, Jock pulled out his phone and started showing Kirk the evidence. What Kirk didn't realize was that Mez had already sent Jock some hard proof, including a leaked voicemail where Kirk was saying some outrageous things to Kendra. Jock was ready to go. So, when Kirk kept insisting that nothing was happening, Jock simply pressed play.